मस्त पवन ये खिला चमन, ये दिन और ये दिन मान मिला। ये तन मन ये जीवन तुझको ईश्वर का वरदान मिला। ईश्वर का वरदान मिला। सफल करो और पाओ सफलता। सफल करो और पाओ सफलता। मुरली मधुर वो सुना रहा, वो करुणा कर दया का सागर। स्नेह में सबको समा रहा, स्नेह में सबको समा रहा। आओ प्रभु शरण पल पल प्रभु गुणगान करो। ध्यान धरो जो ध्यान है रखता, प्रभु कृपा का पान करो। प्रभु कृपा का पान करो। पास में आकर वो रत्नाकर, पास में आकर वो रत्नाकर रतन अनोखे लुटा रहा। वो करुणा कर दया का सागर, स्नेह में सबको समा रहा। स्नेह में सबको समा रहा। प्रभु शरण प्रभु शरण प्रभु शरण
आपने स्वयं को ब्रह्मा बाप समान सर्वस्नेही, गुणदाता, वरदाता और प्रेरणा मूर्त बनाया। आदरणीय राजयोगी भ्राता निर्वैर जी ने संस्थान के महासचिव के रूप में सेवाएं देते हुए मानवता की सेवा के लिए ग्लोबल हॉस्पिटल के मैनेजिंग ट्रस्टी, राजयोगा एजुकेशन एंड रिसर्च फाउंडेशन के अध्यक्ष जैसे अनेकानेक जिम्मेवारियों को संभाला, तो दूसरी ओर आध्यात्मिक जगत के चक्रवर्ती राजा बन विश्व के सभी महाद्वीपों का चक्कर लगाकर ईश्वरीय ज्ञान का बीजारोपण किया और अपने किरदार से स्नेह, रूहानियत, उत्तम चरित्र और सहयोग की भावना से सत्कर्मों की सुगंध बिखेरते चले गए। इस ईश्वरीय यज्ञ के बहुमुखी विकास के लिए आपने निरंतर प्रयास किया है और 55 वर्षों तक माउंट आबू में दादियों के अंग संग रहकर निरंतर सेवारत रहे। संस्थान में शिक्षा प्रभाग का दायित्व और नए भवनों के निर्माण को नई ऊंचाइयां दी। वैसे तो आपके गुणों और कर्तव्यों को शब्दों में पिरोया नहीं जा सकता, लेकिन फिर भी चंद लफ्जों में बयां करें तो आपने बड़े भाई की तरह सदैव इस ब्राह्मण परिवार को स्नेह और सहयोग से सींचा है। आपकी रॉयल्टी और डिग्निटी ने हमेशा सभी को इंस्पायर किया है। हर एक की विशेषता को पहचान कर उन्हें प्रोत्साहित करना, बेसहारों को सहारा देना, सबके साथ समरस रहना, अपने जीवन से शिक्षा तो शब्दों से बल भरना, सभी के प्रति स्नेह और सम्मान का भाव रखना, महावीर बन हर परिस्थिति में सकारात्मक दृष्टिकोण रखकर सहजता से पार करना और नम्रता, सरलता, उदारता व बेहद की शुभ भावना द्वारा सभी को अपनत्व का एहसास दिलाना, ये सभी आपकी खासियत रही है। एक लाइन में कहें तो हमने भले ही साकार ब्रह्मा बाबा को नहीं देखा, पर जब भी आपको देखा है तो हर बार वही नजर आते हैं। आदरणीय भ्राता जी दधीचि ऋषि की तरह अंतिम सांस तक सेवा करते हुए 19 सितंबर 2024 को अपने भौतिक शरीर छोड़ इस दुनिया से हमेशा के लिए विदा हो गए, लेकिन आज भी उनका अक्स साकार संस्थापक पिता श्री ब्रह्मा बाबा की तरह याद आता है। ऐसी महान विभूति को भावपूर्ण श्रद्धांजलि, शत शत नमन। निर्मल मन, निर्वैर भाव, यही थी उनकी वास्तविक पहचान। त्याग, तपस्या और निस्वार्थ सेवा से आपने पाया सभी से सच्चा सम्मान। आपके जीवन का हर पल था समर्पण, हर श्वास तप बन गई। आपकी स्नेह और करुणामय पालना पाकर हर आत्मा धन्य धन्य हो गई।
बहुत ही सुंदर मधुबन
So it was the blessing of all dadis, due to which Nirvair Bhai Sab was an inspiration. Through his cooperation, through his help, I am able to see Dr. Pratap Bhai is also here. And so through Peace of Mind channel, we were able to telecast things. Everything needs money nowadays. So one day I was silent, and there is a Mansar over here. So we were walking in Mansarovar together. So where Bhai said, do something. Anyhow, you get started one television channel or something. So I said, it costs a lot of money. Then he asked, how much money is required? So I said, I need around 25 million rupees for this. So at the same time, Nirvair Bhai called Dr. Pratap Bhai and told him, please send me 25 lakh rupees. And immediately that money was reimbursed, and I took that money. I went to Bombay, and we started with this channel service. First of all, it was within Bombay, then it reached each home in all the families, and it went on elaborating day by day. And since then until today, this service is continuously going on, that through this channel we are disseminating Baba's knowledge. And this I am telling why, because Nirvair Bhai Sab was taking the initiative for each service to be done properly, for each department. He made one brother or sister instrumental, and see how these services have prevailed. And that's why till today we are able to stay carefree and relaxed, and we are able to see how these services are going on. So who is behind all these services? I am happy that it was Brother Nirvair. He was so polite. He had a feeling of benefit for everyone. And he always used to cooperate everyone. He was in fact from a Hindu Sikh family, but he forgot all that turban, etc., what Sikhs wear and follow. He left all those things, that physical appearance of those beards, mustaches, he left all that. Baba has not told until today to anyone that you leave these physical appearances or something. But Nirvair Bhai Sab himself, for the benefit of the world, he renounced everything. And so, for the sake of his own faith, for the sake of this Brahma Kumaris, he has renounced everything. I am able to remember in London there is a parliament of religions which takes place. There he stood up and he said that I have read the Gita, and there was one person who said, who was from Muslim religion, he said, I have read the Gita and I am following Gita, but I have not left my physical appearance. But he said, I have brought a conversion in the feelings of my heart. But here we saw that physically as well, in appearance as well. Nirvair Bhai Sahib, for the benefit of others, for the welfare of others, he left his physical appearance and attire of his own personal religion also. And with the help of his renunciation, through all ways and means, he used to take care of all, even if were foreigners. And we have seen that usually people are with us when there is everything is going well. But in the case of Nirvair Bhai, we observed that he was a friend of all the times, not only in sorrow, but also in happiness also. I remember when he underwent his bypass surgery of the heart, I was with him for 1.5 months throughout that period. So everybody used to observe. We were very good friends. So even until the last moment, even until the last day when he left body, I was with him and I got a chance to be with him. And that from that on, we are able to see how Nirvair Bhai Sahib has guided each one of us, how he transformed our sanskaras, our resolves also. It was not only his compassion, his gratitude in life, he was satisfying everybody's all needs and desires. Was such a lovely brother he was. So today we are all giving our homages, our love filled condolences to such a soul. So these are my blessings for him today. Om Shanti. So Karuna Bhai Sahib has kept all the specialities of Brother Nirvair before us. It was such a big contribution of Nirvair Bhai. Even I remember when first time Bap Dada came to Shantivan, and there was one tent which was put around. Buildings were not built. So I remember that Baba had said that if this hall gets constructed, then Baba will come in this hall too. And it was an impossible task, a challenging task at that time. Even at that time, Brother Nirvair took the initiative, the first hand responsibility, that within 8 months' time this hall was constructed and Baba was able to come. So Baba has said we have to do the work, we just have to give the cooperation of even one finger. Such was the initiative taking responsibility, the feeling within Nirvair Bhai Sahib. He was himself endowed with all the love, care, responsibility by Mama and Baba. So Nirvair Bhai Sahib was such ocean of mercy, and his responsibilities also became instrumental for bringing a change. We remember when during his heart surgery in Bombay, this hospital of Global was constructed at that time. So from then on also improving the image of the institution, bringing about these changes, he was a big instrument in all this. So in all these tasks, even Dr. Pratap Bhai has been with him at all the times. They used to sit together, they used to discuss on issues. It used to be from far, when we used to see, it used to be visible that they were two bodies and one soul together. So even Dr. Pratap has contributed along with Brother Nirvair. So today is the time, the opportunity that Brother Pratap can also share some feelings, some experiences spent with Brother Nirvair. He is the director of Global Hospital, and he also has a hand in the expansion of the Global Hospital. So today Dr. Pratap Bhai is also going to share something with us. Om Shanti. Brother Nirvair had a feeling of expansion in service. Only one thing always used to be in his mind, that everybody should feel happy through this service. As Neha Ben was mentioning, I remember that in Bombay, after surgery, when he was resting, I called him in 1989 to ask about his health, and he told me on the phone itself that you have to leave Chandigarh and you have to come to Mount Abu because we are constructing a hospital here. He used to think that when I am in Bombay, then if others will not see the task, or who will face to see. So from then on, he had this planning in mind. There was Dada Khuba, there was Dr. Ashok Mehta. So with them, he used to sit and make a planning that how this trust will be formed. So it was a strength in his thought. I saw that in his mind, it was not only Baba, but in his mind, he used to think that how Baba and the Yagya should be revealed. He nurtured all of us. He used to make us lead, and he used to follow. So when we used to be in certain circumstances, or if we were disturbed, then he used to lightly sing a song to make the moment lighter. He used to remember that when he spent time with Sakar Baba. He shared once that Dadi Pushpashanta gave him some money at a time, that you go and bring fruit for Baba. Baba was there in Bombay then. So on the way, some person was selling that fruit. That there was a game which was seen on the way, that if you play for one thing, you will get two for free. So on the way, Nirvair Bhai also played that game to earn some money. So Nirvar Bhai told Dadi Pushpashanta, then she said, you tell to Baba. Then to Baba also Nirvar Bhai mentioned about the game playing on the way. And Baba said, even if you have lost child, next time you remember, don't do this. So Nirvar Bhai also learnt from Baba, Mama, kept on taking touchings, inspirations, and he always inspired us also how to make this yagya move forward. He always used to stay in unlimited consciousness. We usually listen through double foreigners, even through the people of India. He used to listen to their things, and then he used to instill an enthusiasm in them too. So sometimes, even if a tired soul was there, they used to feel so fresh and so enthusiastic in Bhai Sab's company. So it was not the speciality of him, but speciality of that special soul of Nirvair Bhai. Even double foreigners share their experiences many a times, that through the drishti of Bhai Sahib, so many changes came in their lives. So knowledge was familiar to BKs, but the realization of that knowledge was through the drishti of Bhai Sahib. And on each aspect, Nirvair Bhai Sahib used to say that what did we do on this aspect a kalpa ago? Let us realize that. So even in any of the lectures or before going to a class, he always used to read an old Murli before going to give a class. He had so much love for the Murli. We used to travel many a times together. Even early in the morning, either I used to read the Murli or he used to read the Murli. We used to listen to each other's Murli reading, and we used to go into the depth of the Murli, churning together. So whatever has happened in the yajna is the foundation, the Srimad that he got through the yajna. So whatever foundation he laid was on the basis of Murlis, on the basis of previous experiences. Whoever used to come to him, he not only used to share Baba's knowledge, but he also used to share his own experiences to make a person feel that experience. That quality was in Nirvair Bhai Sahib. He always used to stay cheerful and also always adventurous. He had love towards nature. He used to call me, "Come on, today we are going on a place where it is raining," or with Dada Anand Kishore, with Dr. Banarasi, with myself. We all used to join him and accompany to be in nature. He used to call every day, "Today we have to do this, tomorrow we have to do this." So each aspect, each service was taken by him so lightly, in spite of doing hard task, but he was managing those things very lightly. Sometimes it used to be hospital work, sometimes it was some service. Every aspect was there in his intellect. He used to support each one of us, to give a guidance. I remember when Om Shanti Retreat Center was constructed in Delhi, he used to go every time. In off and on, he used to visit there. He used to inspire others, to involve other people in this task. Even when retreat center was constructed in Hyderabad, he always used to inspire, to guide, and to give the support to everyone. He had a constructivism and positivity and compassion, a positivity to such an extent that even a hard negative person, if he goes and approaches him, used to return back with much positivity. I used to tell sometimes that to Bhai Sahib that this person is so negative, why you are supporting him? But he used to, his nature was inbuilt with positivity. So he was running a school of positivity in a way. At one time, there was one person who was invited by Nirwair Bhai. Brijmon Bhai came to me and he said, "This doctor has been called by Nirvair Bhai. He doesn't appear to be that positive, so we should change him." And he told me, "Let us tell Nirvair Bhai we should change this doctor for the treatment." So I said approaching Nirvair Bhai would not be that easy, but then Nirvair Bhai used to take even a negative person also as positive. See, Jagdish Bhai Sahib always used to highlight the aspects of the soul and the classes about metaphysical things. But Jagdish Bhai also said to Nirvair Bhai that your classes are more based on experiential experiences, and Jagdish Bhai Sahib classes were more based on experiences about soul. One time there was a little problem, and some doctors became upset, and so there were some doctors, and for them we made some rules that you have to follow these rules. So sometimes some doctors were there who together resigned in global hospital. So it was a big happening for me. So I told Nirvair Bhai, and Nirvair Bhai individually called upon all those doctors, talked to them, and the issue got resolved. So Nirvair Bhai had a quality of going into the depth and details of the problem. He used to believe that if someone's feelings are hurt, then that person gets lost. So he used to take care of each and every feeling of human beings, and he used to try to bring harmony. Even in the end, I saw that he used to listen more and speak less. He used to be in more in silence. He had a feeling that whatever I have to do, I have to do in only in this birth. Some one day I remember when he came from outside and he went to sleep, and Sakar Baba called him, "Child, what you were doing?" So he said, "Baba, I was resting, I was relaxing." So Baba asked whether Satyug or heaven has been established. You are relaxed in such a way that heaven has been established. So from then on, Nirvair Bhai Sab got an inspiration that until and unless heaven on earth is established, I should not be resting. I have to devote each and every moment of my life for service. So even Baba also used to call him for something, then at that time he used to remain so devoted that when Baba has called me, I have to do according to Baba's plan. So when Baba has said something, then Nirvair Bhai also used to think that yes, when Baba has said and when Baba has a plan, we just have to work on that plan. one one time when he got a thought to establish a hospital, then he had all the plans. We have to construct a hospital with 250 beds and so many specialties, what we should include. I used to become tensed, but Bhai Sab used to stay relaxed. So when I said how 250 beds can be installed, then Bhai Sahib said, okay, then you start with only 100 bed installation. So he always used to give solutions. So the hospitals which we are running, first it was primary care, then secondary care. Now we are running tertiary care where there will be cardiology, there will be nephrology, there will be neurology, surgery, and so many specialties. So now we are approaching to the tertiary stage, but this vision was seen by Nirvair Bhai Sab when even we were not in the secondary stages. When we had purchased the land for the hospital, then I was telling Nirvair Bhai, why should we purchase such a big land? It was around 40 acres of land. So Bhai Sab has had the plans beforehand. So he has given the plans. We also have a land. So each one of us will now also have to contribute. We can construct even more sections of the hospital. Nursing college can also be expanded. The new old age home needs to be constructed. Research center has to be constructed. So this is was Bhai Sab's plan in which we all also have to contribute. Still that remains due to be done. And Bhai Sab always used to say, just consider that this task is already done. Just have a vision that it is already done. So we also from then on keep this vision only, that yes, when Bhai Sahib had these visions, he had the dreams, so we have to bring those dreams come true. This is the aim of even our life. This will be our true heartfelt feelings today, the blessings towards Bhai Sab's day, that whatever we are receiving from God, from the Godfather, from Bap Dada, we should bring Bhai Sab's dreams come true. So let us keep all the feelings of Bhai Sab before us and give new dimensions to Baba's service. Om Shanti. So thanks to Bhai Sab, he shared all the past life experiences with Bhai Sab he spent together. I was able to also remember that Nirvair Bhai had this speciality that whoever went to close to Bhai Sahib, even big or small person, he always used to consider their feelings, their emotions, and then he used to give that kind of support to them. I remember when I was a small child, it was 1972 or 73, the yagya was so small at that time. The children were not allowed to come to this yagya. There used to be so much discipline. Then one day I questioned my father that you also go in the class, we also go in the class, why we are not allowed? Then my father told me that you write a letter to Dadiji. So we were 5 to 7 students who used to go in the class. We wrote a letter to Dadi that why we are not allowed to come to Murli class or any class. Then Dadi gave that letter to Nirvair Bhai Sahab. So we were little children, but Nirvair Bhai Sahab gave value to that letter, and he announced children program in Madhuban every year since then. So Bhai Sahab was far sighted. He started assuming that even if for little children, if we keep programs in Madhuban, then this can become a part of big sustenance. So it is his sustenance since then that today we are also a Brahma Kumari. So he also made us capable through these children programs in Madhuban. So like this, even children can cooperate in this work. These were the feelings of Bhai Sahib. Like this also in political aspect also, how each soul can be satisfied. How in circumstances also you can deal with patience. Such balance was found in life of Bhai Sahib. And more than me, more can be shared by Shashi Ben, Sister Shashi, because he at the his Bhai Sahib had the art. Somebody asked him one day that Bhai Sahib, you don't get irritated or don't you fall into anger when such people come before you? And Bhai Sahib said, see, what is anger? Anger means bearing the fault of others is an anger. So why should I bear the fault of others? This was the definition of anger given by Bhai Sahib. So Sister Shashi also has stayed with Bhai Sahib since her childhood, and Bhai Sahib used to just give an indication, and Shashi Ben used to practically implement those indications, those instructions. So Shashi Ben has stayed with Bhai Sahib together since the beginning. So I request Sister Shashi, who is the joint chief of Brahma Kumaris, I request her to share her heartfelt feelings on this day. Om Shanti. Today, our respected brother Nirvair Bhai is being remembered. To remember and to cherish some moments of him, it is like I'm just extracting a drop from an ocean. There were so many specialities of Bhai Sahib, they were like ocean. Each specialty, everybody of you have had an experience of his specialities. I remember first time I met Nirvair Bhai in 1966 in when in Mount Abu first exhibition was kept in front of the exhibition right now, and at that time that place was called Vishram Bhavan. So at that time, along with all the dadis, Nirvair Bhai and Dadi Ratan Moini were given the responsibility to take care of the guides who were explaining in that exhibition. So at that time I was small, I was not that grown up. So we used to go in that exhibition to explain that exhibition to people. So at that time I noticed that behind me Nirvair Bhai Sahib used to stand and used to give us light instructions on how to explain that exhibition. Then after that in 1970 I came with Nirvair Bhai Sahib to Madhuban, and at that time I was doing a locking job, but Baba, Nirvair Bhai, and Dadi always used to say that you not only have to do a locking job, but you have to do a service of the whole world. So at that time, I didn't used to understand much what is this world service. I used to come and go. But then, since 1970 onwards, in a very short time, I started staying in Madhuban. But then, when we came to Madhuban, I was given the office work to handle the office. It was a new thing for me, but the way in which Bhai Sahib used to explain so patiently, so smilingly, so each thing was grasped by my intellect so easily. And there were certain things which I didn't used to understand. So I used to ask Bhai the same aspect many a times, but still very coolly, very smilingly he used to reply, to explain. So since then on, all the aspects of administration I not only learned from Dadi but also from Nirvair Bhai. And at that time I saw Nirvair Bhai had a lot of attention on the self. But we didn't used to realize. We used to see him lightly enjoying life with all the children, with the aged people, everyone. But incognito, he was a hard effort maker. He, on the inside, he was making an effort of himself, and on the outside, he was making others also experience as well as enjoy. I remember that in the beginning, there used to be some camps, Rajyoga camps, Rajyog shivers. So at that time, in one of the camps, in one of the shivers, a name was given by one couple. No name came for the attendance at that time. Only one couple wrote a letter that we want to attend this shivir. And then Bhai Sab said that I asked, I wrote to them on my own that this shivir is full, you cannot come, there is no place at all. But those two people, they said anyhow we are coming, and they arrived. And they, when they sat in the hall, there was no one, only two of them. So Nirvair Bhai Sab told to me that Baba is playing such games that Baba has to anyway bring about a change in certain individuals. So these two couples, they have come, that means Baba wants to make them do some service. So, and really those two people, they became responsible in the construction of a retreat center later on. So this was foreseen by Nirvair Bhai beforehand, that yes, these two couple are going to be very good souls. And afterwards, when double foreigners started coming to Madhuban, so we were not knowing about the culture, the language of those people who came from abroad. Even they didn't understood our Indian language. So we were thinking that there is so much difference in the cultures. I always used to mix that language also sometimes. But Nirvair Bhai Sahib always paid an attention that they should not feel that there is a cultural difference. They should all get merged into this Brahmin culture. And so, according to his sustenance, even double foreigners also used to enjoy, they used to keep dancing and feel lighter. As Nehaben highlighted, even children program like such, this so many programs were started in Madhuban by Nirvair Bhai Sahib. And he said, why not? We can keep programs for little children also every year. And in those children camps also, children used to come, and Nirvair Bhai used to give sustenance even to individual children at that time. And I remember many of those children are today running so many centers around India. Even Sister Neha, her elder sister Bhavna, they used to come in children program at that time. I remember when they first came to children program, her father Harish Bhai, their family also get lost in Baba's love through the sustenance of Nirvair Bhai. So such seeds were sown by Nirvair Bhai, such families who have uh, like flourished like anything. And Nirvair Bhai had the quality to understand the art possessed by each and every child also. I remember two such children, two girls were there. In the evening, they used to design some cartoons, they used to write something and leave that on Nirvair Bhai's table and go away. So Nirvair Bhai called me and he said, "Who is such child who is drawing such cartoons, keeping on my table and vanishing away, where disappearing? Who are they?" So I said, "They might be some." Then I found out they were two little girls. And Bhai Sab also used to then realized, okay, maybe any soul might be needing sustenance. So he used to write some remarks on those paintings, those art pieces. And then later on, we realized that it was being designed by one little girl. So Nirvair Bhai loved that child, called that child, gave chocolates and many gifts to that child. Sometimes some children used to come, then in one hand he used to give one toli, in another hand another toli will come, but only two tolis, two pieces that child can carry. So he used to tell them, hold your full hand. See, so many tolis he used to give in their hands that he said, see, someone Shivalingam is formed through these tolis. So such fun pieces of his examples of creating fun in his life are there, which used to indirectly give sustenance to the souls. We have seen he ignored many of our faults, and we were not that mature. We used to do certain mistakes. So in that mistake also, Bhaisab used to find some positivity and then give a correction in a lighter vein. One time we were traveling together in a car. On the pathway there were some stones which were lying down. So Bhai Sab stopped the car and he said, go pick up, he told the driver to go pick up those stones and throw them aside. So I said, why Bhai Sab, why did you stop the car? So he said, no, but this stone might create an accident for other cars too which will follow. So in this way Bhai Sab used to take care of each and everything. Even little inventions which used to take place, Vaisab used to provide his time, his energy, until that came into practicality. He used to spend time even until 12 o'clock at night. He used to stay busy for the implementation of such little inventions also. So, as I told you, even in the field of effort, also, 2 3 days ago, we were looking at Bhaisab's diary of 1971. In that diary, Sister Urvashi noticed, and I also saw, that one poem was written in that diary by Nirvair Bhaisab. In that poem, he has tried to compile all the instructions given by Baba to him, all the Srimad. And in that poem, as Baba gave him the name Nirvair, even that is mentioned. So, lastly, in that poem, he has written that I have to become Nirvair. Vair means animosity, hatred for others, but Nirvair means without hatred, without animosity. So, he has written in that poem that I have to become Nirvair, free from animosity. One time we observed that when we were moving on the way, then one brother and one sister were sitting somewhere and their health didn't appear to be okay. And at the same time, Nirvair Bhai stopped his car. He he said they are not looking well, they are looking ill. So he called another car, he made them sit in the car and he said they need a treatment. Please send them to a hospital. So at that time, nowadays we don't get time for all that because services have increased. But at that time, each and every soul was taken care of by Nirvair Bhai Sahib. So at that time also, when Baba was going to provide him a new part, he was about to leave the body. At that time also he used to share his experiences. He used to talk with us about knowledge, about the effort, about how to stay light. He used to share his own experiences and also some experiences about the administration. So in the last moment also we observed his stage was so angelic. He was so detached, and at that time also he was serving the world through the angelic stage. So he had so many specialties. How many specialties can we mention right now? From that diary which I received, that poetry written by him, and there was a song also which was written, I remember, Andhyare Sabhi Mit Gaye, such songs, that darkness is expelled. Such songs were written by Nirvair Bhai Sahab. At that time, one music composer, Meenu Purushottam, had come to Madhuban, and till today, those songs which were compiled and composed by that by Nirvair Bhai Sahab were sung by Meenu Purushottam. Until today, we play those songs during Murli class and all. Even Bhai Sahab used to sing us little lyrics of songs sometimes. He used to stay light. So I would request Brother Vivek to share that poetry with all of us, which we found in the diary of Nirvair Bhai Sahab, which he wrote himself. So I would request Brother Vivek to share that poetry. So that brother is sharing the poetry. हेलो, मैं ट्रांसलेशन में बैठी हूँ पर ओके ओके ओके. So this brother is reciting the poetry before us today. So this was written in 1971 by Bhai Sahab. So the heading of the poetry is We Have to Become. So what we have to become? What state Baba has established of mine, that stage should be of thine. So whatever aspiration was of Baba, I have to be according to that. The sustenance which I have received of heaven, that kind of fortune I have to create. I have to create my attitude of purity. I have to sing that Murli which should always drink the nectar of knowledge. My stage should be of bliss, of happiness. I should be calling upon Maya and I should be victorious over Maya. I have to become victorious, and I don't have to get caught up through the intellect in all the distractions. So my attachment towards Baba should be intense. I don't have to stop my feet towards reaching towards perfection. As Baba has has opened his treasures of love, I also have to open my treasures of love, and I have to become Nirvair, totally free of animosity, totally free from hatred. So they were rhyming words in Hindi, but in English I have tried to give a translation for that. So thanks to Brother Vivek who has kept those feelings before us, that yes, we have to become equivalent to the Father. So we remember how Nirvair Bhai Sahib used to wave his hand holding a handkerchief in the hand. So he was really holding the personality equivalent to Baba. So Brother Harish Moyal has come before us today, and he is a singer by profession. So he also is having some feelings which he will express through his song before us. He is a famous singer. So Brother Harish Moyal is sharing. Today we are remembering Bhai Sab's inspirations, what he has paved the pathway to all of us, each one of us. So Satish Bhai has written a song, but I am just reciting in a few words. So let us take it as an inspiration today. So you were an incarnation on this earth. You were a gardener of Madhuban. Madhuban means a garden. So you were a gardener of garden, and you had taken control of all our minds. You made our minds, our souls smile. So you were holding all the qualities equivalent to the Father, and we are remembering you today, dear Nirvair Bhai. So today we have deep remembrances of you. You were so lovely, brother. We are lost in your remembrances today. Usually, I used to sit with Bhai Sab, and Bhai Sab used to chant Om. So, so now we will observe all your characters through in your pictures. In you have performed such service of the yajna that you will hold a always top position. So now we will only be able to observe you either through the characters or through the pictures. But you have performed a great service of the yajna. You are like a head of the yajna. You have shown the new pathway, new world through your smiles and through your styles. So, beloved brother Nirvair, today we are remembering you a lot. You were so sweet. So, we are remembering you today. So, in the way that you took sustenance from Mama and Baba, and you gave the same kind of sustenance to all of us. So, few words. You took sustenance from Mama Baba and gave the same sustenance to all of us. You were colored by the colors of Sakar, Baba and Mama, and the same feeling you provided to us also. You gave us the same feeling of Sakar, and that feeling was to stay constructive and to stay humble. In this way, you kindled a light in us to stay always polite and constructive. So, lovely brother Nirvair, you are remembered today. So, such divine jewels can't be forgotten any day. We can't forget any single day. Until and unless this earth exists, until and unless the sun and the moon and the sky exist, until many ages you will be remembered, Bhai Sahib. You were a treasured jewel of Bap Dada. So until and unless the sun, the moon, the stars and the sky is there, since many ages you will be remembered. And your memorial is there with us. We cannot forget your contribution. So, beloved Nirvair Bhai Sahib, you will always be remembered. So, respected Bhai Sahib, we are remembering you so deeply today.
बहुत ही सुंदर हरीश भाई, आपने भाई साहब की एक एक विशेषताओं के मोती सजा करके हमारे सामने रखा। आपका
So,
बहुत
thank you, Harish Bhai.
और
You
भाई
have
साहब ने
presented such pearls of his remembrance before us.
वो
So
व्यक्ति
today again I am able wanting to invite
भाई साहब के प्रति
Madhurvani
प्यार
group
को,
who
उनकी
always
विशेषताओं को
present a
अपने
song
शब्दों के माध्यम से,
in
अपने
each of the
भावों के माध्यम
occasions.
से
So today also
हमारे
they
सामने
will
रखेंगे।
present their feelings in the
भाई साहब जो
way
हमारे
of a
मधुबन
song
के
before us.
माली हैं, कैसे उन्होंने हम सबके मन
So
को
it's really
बहलाया,
Bhai Sahib is a gardener
जिसका नाम
who has
जिसका
filled the
गुण
fragrance of his
उसको कैसे
qualities in
जीवन
all
में
of us.
साकार करके बताया,
So
ऐसे
Bhai Sahib
मधुबन
has
के माली को, हम सबके दिल के माली
imbibed
को
Baba's knowledge
आज
and
स्नेह से
presented
श्रद्धा सुमन
that
अर्पित
before
करते
us
हैं।
in a sakar
इन
form.
बातों को लेकर के
So the
मधुबन
same
ग्रुप हमारे सामने है।
flowers of
हरीश भाई आप
remembrances are being poured by Brother
सब
Satish
मिलकर के
and Brother Bhanu in the form of a
हमारे
song.
सामने एक बहुत सुंदर भावांजलि गीत को प्रस्तुत करेंगे।
So this will be a gratitude song for Bhai Sahib. Om Shanti, the basis of the yajna, that pillar of the yajna, you, Bhai Sahib, you will always stay with us. We will always keep remembering you and we will always keep cherishing your memories with us. And Bhai Sahib is listening to us today. Even my voice is being heard by Bhai Sahib. I am able to feel. And I have also spent so many years with Bhai Sahib. I used to cook food for Bhai Sahib in those days. So sometimes I roll into tears remembering Bhai Sahib's love. I used to serve him with so much love and he used to accept it with so much love. So you were like a gardener of this garden of Madhuban, and you have brought fragrance to the whole garden. As was your name, such was your work. You were Nirvair as well as Nirmal. That means without any hatred and without any kind of negativity. So today, please accept our heartfelt feelings of in the form of flowers. So you were like a gardener who brought fragrance to this garden of Madhuban. You were so beloved of Bap Dada, and also you were in the hearts of all the dadis. So you were a favorite child of Baba. You were loved by dadis. Children called you their uncle, and you gave that similar kind of love to everyone, and you were loved by everyone. And on one little smile of you, the whole Madhuban used to get poured on. So through this little smile on your face, you used to rule the entire Madhuban family. So these are the flowery feelings in the form of feelings before you in the form of a song. Through the mind, through the words, through the actions, whatever you used to perform, it was like an architectural performance. It was all great performance. And you were a protector of the yajna, and with such an humble attitude you used to protect the yajna. So today all the brothers and sisters of the yajna are remembering you because you were the gardener of this garden of Madhuban. You have brought fragrance into the hearts, into the lives of each one of us. Please accept our remembrances also on this day. We cannot forget the love, that respect which you holded in your heart for all of us. We are not able to forget that every single day. So Nirwair Bhai ji, you are being remembered because of the specialities of in you. So you will always be in our remembrances, even the earth, even the sky, they are all bowing down before you because you have brought fragrance into this garden of Baba's flowers. So as was your name, so was your work. So you were Nirvair, free from hatred, and Nirmal, your mind was without any negativity. That is why you were able to bring fragrance into the lives of each one of us. So please accept these feelings of ours today. So such a nice presentation by Madhurvani group.
अभी हमारे शशि दीदी जी ने बाबा के भोग के संदेश की एक बहुत सुंदर पुस्तिका तैयार
So
करवाई
today
है।
Sister
आप
Shashi
उसका
has
हम
prepared a
विमोचन
booklet
करने जा रहे हैं।
of all
हमारी
the
आदरणीय
messages brought from
आदरणीय
trance,
मुरली दीदी और मुरली दीदी के द्वारा विमोचन
uh,
करेंगे।
all the
आदरणीय जी
trance
आप
messages
जल्दी
have
से
been compiled
आपकी
in the form
आदरणीय
of a
शशि
booklet.
बहन आपकी आ
So
जाएंगी।
today Sister Shashi is
दोनों
going to
हाथ
get that
जोड़ के
booklet
दोबारा से
inaugurated by
विमोचन को
Sister
धन्यवाद
Munni
जी
and
आपके साथ में
Moini
उपस्थित रहिए
Didi,
मृत्युंजय भाई जी आप
even
भी आ जाइए।
Karuna Bhai Sab, even Brother Mrityunjay, they are all
भोग
being
का
called
संदेश
upon
ग्रहण
to
करेंगे।
inaugurate that
आज भाई
book,
साहब के
which
स्मृति दिवस
holds
पर
a
उसका
collection
अनावरण
of all the
करेंगे।
bhog messages.
बहुत ही सुंदर
So such a nice book has been compiled. It involves all the bhog messages brought until today.
धन्यवाद।
So thanks to everyone also for being a part of this. The book holds a picture of Nirwair Bhai Sab on the front page.
विवेक भाई आप भी आ जाइए। विवेक भाई ने सारा
So
संकलन
Brother
किया है।
Vivek is also being
विवेक को
called
तैयार करने
because
में
Brother
आपका
Vivek has taken
बहुत बड़ा
special
योगदान रहा है।
initiatives
आप भी
and
आ
he put
जाइए
in all his
इस
efforts to get this book compiled. So he is also being called for felicitation.
सर्टिफिकेट तैयार करने में उन्होंने बहुत मेहनत की है।
So he
उनको
has
भी
worked hard
बहुत
day and
बहुत
night.
धन्यवाद।
So thanks to Brother Vivek for compiling up this book
अभी हम
with
सभी
all the
मिलकर
bhog
के
messages.
हम सभी
So
बाप
now
दादा को और
we all
हमारे
will together
परमादरणीय निर्भय भाई जी को भोग स्वीकार
offering
कराएंगे।
bhog to Bap Dada,
हमारी
our
परमादरणीय मोहिनी
ever
दीदी हम
respected
सभी की याद प्यार
Moini
को
Didi
लेकर के
ji will
प्रकट
carry
चलेंगी
the remembrance from all
और
of
हम
us to
सभी
the subtle
उनके
regions
साथ भाई
and
साहब को
convey our
अपनी
remembrances
मृत्यु
to
भावों को
Nirvair Bhai Sab
श्रद्धासुमन के
today
रूप में उनके साथ
in the form of
भेजते हैं अर्पण करते हैं।
our
बाबा को
feelings in the
उनकी
form of
स्मृति में
flowers.
रखेंगी। हम
So Moini Didi will
उनकी
give our remembrance also to Bhai Sab in the subtle regions, and so we will sit together to offer bhog to Bhai Sab today.
Om Shanti. When Baba has called me to the subtle region after taking the love-filled remembrance of all of you, I could see the atmosphere was filled with that zeal and enthusiasm and that love, where everyone was swinging in that a swing of love, zeal, and enthusiasm. There was such a wave. That was the atmosphere of that love. After a few moments, when Baba came in front of me, there was the exchange of that drishti among us, and Baba was taking everyone beyond with his glance. And children were also looking at Baba with a lot of love. Within a few moments, Baba just emerged, Nirwair brother. I just have seen two forms of Nirvair brother. The first one is how he stood beside Baba on right side with a lot of pride. Because he had attained that stage of perfection, or the stage where he conquered Maya or nature. On the other side, he was seen in the form of a small prince. Who would be that? Then Baba has shown that Nirvar brothers' birth took place in the form of a prince in a very wealthy, affluent king's family. So because I told Baba we had a program for the royal family members, so I just asked, where is Nirvar Bhai, Nirvar brother now? So Baba just smiled. So I was just asking Baba, does that prince come to us and visit us? Because this is such a unique experience where first time I have seen him in that form. We have got book for Nirvair brother, for you Baba, then all the advance party members, and there was fruit, different types of fruits of course, and tolis and other bog dishes. Baba, so Nirvair brother first fed Baba, like how we have the meeting of Baba and how Baba feeds Bog, and in return children also feed Bog. And of course we had so many dadis in the subtle region, and today Baba said those children who are carrying out the responsibility of sustaining the sacrificial fire and who are making themselves worthy with the specialities that were gifted, all the virtues or the specialities which were imbibed, where Baba said all the elder brothers as well as Munni Didi ji was all were remembered, and Baba just congratulated everyone. And after some time Baba just asked that, are you content with everyone? The Nirvair brother, what would he say? He was just smiling. He was just okay with whatever Baba said. So Baba said this was the role in the advance party, but according to the present time, just like how advance party is carrying out their task, in the same way, every child of Baba must become cooperative in taking care of the sacrificial fire, and there is a very little time, and we have two things to be paid attention. On one side, there will be the cries of victory, all the jewels of victory. On the other side, there are some settlements going on, and all the papers will come in front of us where every one of us has to settle the account. So Baba said Nirwair brother was conqueror of the nature, irrespective of however his health was. And whenever even we used to go and visit him, he was bedridden, he was on bed, and he was just in that situation also, he was very friendly with us. Then Baba said, everyone, while becoming the conqueror of the nature, Maya, and of the sinful actions, the soul has to finally become or has to reach the stage of karmatit. And of course, you all will get such news. You have to listen all kinds of news while making your stage unshakable, constant, immovable, because you get revealed based on the stage you maintain. Of course, seva gets carried out, and you have to do seva. It has to pick its speed. Of course, it's going on. All of you are doing. Look, Nirwair brother was a higher from the beginning. And while looking at Baba, this higher will not only follow the mother and father, all the responsibilities, all the qualities, all the powers are imbibed by the higher. So he has not even, he didn't get only the love, but along with that, he has fulfilled the responsibility of taking care of this sacrificial fire and of course the world service. Everyone gets love, and because we all become number one in the subject of love, but we are number wise while carrying out the activities of the sacrificial fire or when it comes to taking responsibility. And Nirvar brother was just smiling, and he said that let every child be an example, because when you become an example, you are giving cooperation to every soul, because it's an inspiration to the rest of the family members that when this soul can do, even I can do. And like how it is said, the Lord is pleased with an honest heart. Your karmic account settlements also get settled without having much of its impact or effect. And just for our Munni Didi ji also, we are with you, and just like how you are carrying out the activities of the sacrificial fire, just carry out this task with a lot of happiness. And Baba just remembered all the elder brothers, all the sisters and brothers, become cooperative and become one other's companions, and you must accomplish this task. Then Nirvar brother just waved his hand. He just waved his the hand which was showering the blessings, and it was also a sign of taking the farewell. Then Baba again gave the love and remembrance for all the special children. Munni Didi ji always gets a garland whenever we go to the subtle region. Baba said she's a jewel who always gains victory. All of you can give a big round of applause. Respected Mohini Didi ji is offering that garland to Munni Didi ji. In return, Munni Didi ji is also offering that garland to respected Mohini Didi ji. I told Munni Didi ji that come with me, I'll take you to the subtle region. Who and all has gone to the subtle region and to Baba? All of you have gone. Mrityunjay brother, have you gone to meet Baba? Karuna brother? Om Shanti. Let's listen to the message of Munni Didi ji. Whenever the trans messenger sister goes to the subtle region, and whenever it's a bog of special elder brothers or sisters, I'm always beside her. I also fly to the subtle region along with the sister. This time Mohini Didi ji has told in particular about the subtle region's visit, and I just flew to the subtle region. How beautiful, how wonderful is that region. It's just wonderful than the confluence age where all the dadis, all the elder brothers, Baba, Mama, all are there in the subtle region. It's a gathering of all the wonderful angels. I just was seeing all the fruit stollies which were all decorated and which were sent to be offered to Baba and Nirwair brother and all other dadis. All had opened those that bog, and all were very happy while seeing all different types of things which were offered. And they were just enjoying that. And it was an amazing scene which just melts our hearts. A wonderful meeting is going on in the subtle region, and this is what I experienced in the subtle region. Om Shanti. All the elder brothers who are on the stage, you can please receive the fruit from Mohini Didi ji. Then all the sisters will take. All of you, please accept that Brahma Bhojan with a lot of love. Thank you. Om Shanti. Bhai, off karo.